What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Many of you men are fully aware of Sexyy Red. Sexyy Red is a St. Louis rapper who does some very interesting things. And I'd like to quote Tariq Nasheed, if I can. Not verbatim, but, imagine you had your favorite Section 8 apartment rapper that made it big, that smoked weed all day and did drive-bys. That's Sexyy Red in a nutshell, all right? And if that person had a platform to go viral and to be famous, that is Sexyy Red. And the one thing that I must give her credit for is authenticity. She damn sure isn't faking it. I'm pretty sure that if you have a blunt and some Hennessy, she will be right there with you, rich or not. So I at least give her credit for being herself. However, I think it's different when you got kids. When you have children, if you want to be, I don't know, let's say a Pookie or a Ray Ray or a Pookies or thotting it up, that's one thing. But when you have kids in your life, man, kids are supposed to change you. Kids are supposed to make you accountable to your own actions because now you have people depending on you. And for those of you who have people depending on you, you just carry yourself in a different way because you have to. You have to. When people don't have anybody depending on them, they act stupid. But when you do, you actually have to review your actions before you start participating in them. Seems like nobody told Sexyy Red this. She acting like she ain't got no kids. She acting like she ain't doing nothing wrong. Just out here weaving and sailing up. So she had a baby by a brother who's on ankle monitor, a Pookie. He probably can't read or write. Don't shoot me, gunshots! Yeah, don't shoot me, bro. I know you from the loo. I love the loo though. I don't want no problems. So she had this kid getting discharged. You see, this is her looking very pleasant there in the bed. Then there's another picture she took after that one. She stood up in the hospital bed and bent over. We won't show you that, but let's go back to the first picture. Me waiting to get discharged from the hospital so I can hit the block with the guys. Now, let me just say this. Look at the comments here. Looking like somebody mama. You made pregnancy look like a breeze. Did a whole tour and everything. Somebody asked, how do you still look good in the hospital gown? Look at this one. We are now sexy aunties. This is great, because people really love to see Sexyy Red doing her thing. Look at this one right here. I was pregnant as F on here trying to suck my belly in. I got tired of faking. So let me just deal with this. I want to deal with this because it's important. First of all, as she and Chrisean Rock and all of these people who are negative stereotypes of the black community, we gotta be honest, negative stereotypes, when these folks go out here and do this, y'all don't have no criticism of them. I'm talking about women in general. Now, as soon as she has a problem with one of these baby daddies, because there's two of them, I'm pretty sure, ain't the same guy, then he'll be the deadbeat. He'll be the one not stepping up to the plate. He'll be the one not doing anything. And I can guarantee you a few things. First of all, that guy is a Pookie just like her. Second of all, she make more money than him. Third of all, that dude ain't no sort of father figure. So that dude is going to be shortchanged. And we've seen these temporary relationships that produce permanent kids. And I believe there's a reason why ladies are doing that. Ladies who are doing better in their life, I'm going to just be honest. A Sexyy Red doesn't have any chance of getting a Jay-Z like Beyonce. She already know that. A lot of ladies, I feel in my own personal opinion, kind of go this kind of route, Sukihana, because they know that, hey, if I go this route, I never have to be accountable as to why nobody with anything is interested in me. So I'm not going to do that. So let me continue to go ahead and do this. And then whoever I get, I can just say I like the hood guys. Those are dudes I want. So when you get those guys and you get pregnant, and if it doesn't work out, oh, he ain't this, he ain't that. And then guess what? They're just gonna be like, yeah, girl, he ain't nothing, girl. He ain't nothing, girl. Yeah, boo. Yes, yeah. All of that. But I got a question. What about the child? And y'all are gonna get mad at me, but I wanna have a conversation. Most of you who live in the black community, or you have your parents living in the black community or grandparents in the black community, when you see somebody like Sexyy Red, who doesn't seem like she's going to provide a stable house, and I'm going to call her name, Summer Walker, I don't care how much money they have, This is not going to be an environment in which children thrive. We've seen it. We've seen celebrities throw money at their kids and how their kids turn out. Look at T.I., and he's married, by the way. Look at Boosie. Those kids, look at Kodak Black. Do you think those kids are going to go to Harvard? No. Those kids are going to be replicas of their parents, more exposed than normal kids, right? For the wrong reason. What kind of child do you think people like Sexyy Red, what do they produce? I'll tell you what they produce. What the mother is or the father is. They're going to be more closely related to that. And Sexyy Red has already said, I like hood dudes. Sexyy Red has already talked about the fact, I like this and that. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you. I'm just being honest. So the reality is some of us are working hard every day to keep our mothers and grandmothers out of the communities where we see this sort of thing replicating, because it ends up in some level of crime. Oh, let me be honest, a lot of level of crime. Kids don't have the opportunity to grow scholastically. It's just constitutive doom for Black America. That's what it is. Yet people praise that. And when these kids come out, we don't see any evidence that these children are achieving. We're not talking about that they don't have the ability to achieve, they do. And then what you want to do is, where are the Black men at? Why the men ain't mentoring them? Well, because these kids were not created to be mentored. That's not why you wanted them to do that. Because if that was the case, the kid would have a father in the life. You didn't want him to have a father that was competent. You wanted to deal with Pookie and Ray Ray and them. And like the old song saying in church, you got just what you wanted. And y'all need to be very serious about that. Stop blaming Black men for when things like this happen, or somebody doesn't want to still be a stepdad because of something like this. And it's unfair to these kids that the mom wants to get out there and hit the block with the guys again after having a goddamn baby, when the first thing you should say is, you know what, I got a baby, let me bond with my child. No, she want to get back in the streets. Go back in the streets and do what? Well, can you guess it? Use your imagination. We know what she wants to go in the streets and do. Twerk, party, go back in there and have kid number 3. And you know what? In the Black community, we used to look down upon that. I remember back in the day, if you were the kind of lady that left her kids at your mama house all the time, folks would look at you kind of shady, like, you know, look at Lolo Keisha over here, leaving the kids over here. The kids is bad as hell over at that grandmama house. We would think that was bad. People would talk about you in the community. Now, that has become more normal. You didn't want to be that mom, leaving your kids at the house, you know, dusting it up while you over there at the Elks Lodge in some sandals on, partying all night long. People will talk about you, which is what they should. Now, you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. Folks are not talking about that now. And the reason why they are not is because this is normal, okay? Being silly is normal. Did you not know that? Did you not get that? It's normal now. Hello, let me say it again. Being silly is normal. Not making sense is normal, okay? Doing things that hurt other people, it's normal. It's normalized. Putting myself in a situation where other Black men or Black women can get hurt in the future, it's normal. Who cares? Long as I'm happy about it. God damn it, it's sickening. I'm sorry. I feel sorry for these kids when they have parents like that. I feel sorry for them. I do. And then when somebody wants to talk about the obvious, it's you hate women, you hate Black people. It's like, what? What are you talking about? What are you saying? Are you being honest? You're not serious, are you? You can't be serious. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.